Hi everyone, I'm Hannah and I'm finishing up my degree at Slippery Rock University in Recreational Therapy. And the last step of that is completing an internship, which due to the coronavirus, I'm doing remotely. So I'm here at home and I had to come up with unique and different ways that I can implement interventions that I've planned. And so thank you to technology, I'm creating this video. And I've never done this before, so bear with me. But I thought it'd be a fun way to implement interventions that I've planned. And so although it's not ideal, I'd like to be in person working with clients, I think it's still a really great opportunity and I think it'll hopefully turn out really well. So before we start, I want to ask a question just to kind of break the ice, and you can answer in your feedback or you can answer to one another in a group or in the comments. However you want to answer is fine. But the question is, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I know that's a tough question. I love all sorts of foods and I would be afraid of getting sick of one food. But I think if I had to answer, I would say potatoes. One, I love potatoes, mashed potatoes, my favorite food of all time. But I think with potatoes, you can make them so many different ways that ideally I wouldn't get sick of it. So let me know what your answer is. So just to give you a quick rundown of what we'll be doing today, we're gonna start with some simple stretches, body movements, just to get our body moving, get our blood flowing a little bit. And then we're gonna go into some breathing exercises to kind of calm everything down and get our minds focused on what we're gonna be doing. And then we'll move into the thick of the session, which is guided imagery. Now, if you don't know what that is, I will explain that in a minute, but I'm really excited about it and I hope that you can fully participate and really benefit from it. After the guided imagery, we're gonna cool down with some breathing exercises once again. I don't think you can ever breathe too much, and I'll explain the benefits of breathing here in a second. But the goal of this whole session is to leave the session a little calmer, a little less stressed, a little less worried, and maybe some new ideas of how we can manage our stress better. I know we all have it day to day, and it can be overwhelming at times. I know that firsthand. But learning new ways to cope with that, learning ways to manage that, I hope to be able to help you with that today and go through it so you'll know how to do it. And these are things you can do on your own. So let's get started. So since I'm out in the woods, I grabbed a camp chair so that I could sit down and warm up with you guys. If you're not sitting, I do recommend sitting. The extra support, the better, especially as we go into the guided imagery. You're going to want to be comfortable, and seated is just most comfortable and safest. So we're going to start warming up. We're just going to do some quick and easy body stretches, movements, just to get the blood flowing, and then we're going to go once again into our breathing exercises. So just real quick, we're going to start from the head, move down to the feet, try and get everything moving a little bit. So I will do it with you and I'll explain how long we're going to do each thing. So first we're going to start with the head. We're just going to look right to left as far as you can. I don't want any pain, so just as much as comfortable. And we're going to do that 3 times total, right, left. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to tilt from right to left 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then now we're going to do a full head circle. This always feels so good to me. So we're going to do 3 head circles clockwise and then 3 head circles counterclockwise, or 3 one way, 3 the other way. One, 2, 3. I don't know if you heard things cracking, but I know I did. Now we're gonna go the other way. 1, 2, 3. The neck, the head, the shoulders, at least for me, I know always holds a ton of tension, so it always feels so good stretching that out. Next, we're going to move down to the shoulders. Just simple shoulder rotations. We're going to do 3 going backwards and then 3 going forwards. 1, 2, as high as you can get them. 3, 3 forward. 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to stretch out the arms a little bit, but kind of move into the core. So I want you to take your right arm, or whichever arm you prefer, stretch as far over as you can. Now don't fall out of your chair, don't fall out of your seat. Stretch as far over as you can, and we'll hold this for about 10 seconds. Once you're done with that, go ahead and come down. And again, I don't want anyone feeling pain, so if this is uncomfortable for you, don't do it or modify it. Only go so far. I love stretching and tend to be pretty flexible, so I enjoy this. But if this is causing you pain, by all means, go ahead and scale it back. We're going to hold this other side for, again, about 10 seconds. Go ahead and come back to the center. Moving into that core, once again, we're moving down our body. So without moving your hips, keep your hips and your legs, your feet in the same place. But go ahead and grab on. If you don't have anything to grab onto, that's fine. Just rotate your body to the right, as far as comfortable. We're gonna hold that for about 10 seconds. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch to the other side. So I'm going to the left for about 10 seconds. And we're gonna do that one more time, just because I think it's really getting it stretched out. So to the right and to the left again. Now, just to get those legs moving, I know I said seated is recommended for this session, so if you are sitting, that's fine. If you're standing up, you can move your legs a little bit more. But from the seated position, we're just going to do some simple leg raises just to get those legs moving and get the blood flowing throughout. So we're going to be alternating right, left, right, left, right, left for 10 repetitions total. So I'm going to pick up my right leg, put it down, pick up my left leg, put it down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as we've moved down the body, we're going to get to those ankles and feet. Ankles are another one I love stretching. So I'm going to lift up my leg pretty high so that you can see my foot. You don't have to lift yours up that high if you're seated. Just go ahead and lift it right off the ground. And we're going to do each leg, but we're going to do the right leg first. We're going to do 5 repetitions going one way and then 5 going the other way, and then we'll switch legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if you guys can hear my ankle cracking. We're going to switch legs. One direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, go ahead and shake it out if you want. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the little bit of stretching we did. I know I always enjoy stretching, no matter how flexible you are, no matter what you can do or how little or how much you can do. I think it's always beneficial. It always gets the body moving, and that's always really good for your body and for your mind. So before we start the breathing exercises, I want to talk about the benefits of breathing, and today we're going to specifically be doing belly breathing. There are all sorts of different breathing techniques and breathing exercises that you can do. Belly breathing is pretty basic and pretty simple. I think it's a great place to start. Whether you're familiar with breathing exercises or not, it doesn't matter. You can jump in anywhere, and anyone can do it at any point throughout the day, no matter where you are. You can kind of just do it to yourself. I love it because it's something you can do on your own, and it's highly beneficial in my opinion. The main goal of breathing exercises, at least for the sake of this session, is to really relieve tension and relieve stress that you may have in your body and your mind. Again, that can be overwhelming, and so we want to do what we can in this 30 minutes or however long to relieve some of that and hopefully feel better at the end of this session than we did coming in. So belly breathing and breathing exercises in general can increase the supply of oxygen and nutrients in your body. Breathing also increases the supply of blood to your muscles and to your bones. And breathing can help relax the muscles and tension in your body. Breathing can also support muscle growth and give your body more energy. So now that I've explained some of the benefits of breathing and why we're doing it, we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we're specifically doing belly breathing, which is a simple concept that I'll explain to you and I'll do it with you, and then we can run through it a few times. So once again, the best position recommended for this is to be seated. Have your feet planted flat on the ground, both feet if possible, and you want to be sitting up straight as you can. You want to have good posture so that you can open up that chest to allow the air to come in and out of your body. It just allows you to focus on your breathing a little more, and once you focus on your breathing, it ideally kind of lowers your heart rate a little bit, especially if you're stressed or overwhelmed. Your heart rate might be higher, so this really calms us down a little bit and brings our focus in, and it's really relaxing and relieves tension in the mind and the body. So I hope you can see some of those benefits as well. So they recommend having one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach, and you're going to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So I'll explain it first, walk you through it by talking, and then we'll go ahead and do it a few times without me talking so that I can close my mouth and not talk. But you're going to inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'll do it again. Inhale through my nose and exhale through my mouth, and try and make your exhale a little longer. So you'll inhale, but then you want to exhale all of that stress and tension. So you really want to take your time as you're breathing, and the more you do it, the slower you can get so that you can really focus on it. So once again, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I don't know if you could see my chest raising as I inhaled, bringing in all that air. I know I could feel it. And then once you exhale, you kind of come back down. Your stomach might come out as you inhale, as you're filling your body up with air as well. So those are all things to look for and feel for as we do this. So once again, inhale through my nose. Exhale through my mouth. I'm going to run through this a few times, and you're welcome to just watch me and go along with me, or go at your own pace, whatever you're comfortable with. We're going to go ahead, take a break if you need it, but we're going to do that again, and I really want you to try and make your breaths a little longer. Bring in more air, but exhale even more, releasing all of that tension and stress and worry so that we have great focus for when we get into guided imagery. Once again, inhale through your nose and exhale all of that through your mouth. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you can close your eyes while doing that. I know my eyes were open for most of those, but I'm going to do it a few more times and close my eyes. If you feel comfortable doing so, go ahead and join in with me and see if you notice a difference. See if that helps calm you a little more or helps bring in a little more focus. So once again, I'm going to close my eyes, inhale through my nose, and exhale through my mouth. I'm going to do 3 nice long big breaths in and out. I don't know if you can hear the crickets that started as I was breathing. I like the sounds of the outdoors. I hope you guys can hear some of that through this video. Now, if you don't know what guided imagery is, some people call it a self-awareness tool. Guided imagery uses words and images to move your attention from stress and tension and worry to your inner strength and creativity, and using your imagination and your mind to recognize how powerful your mind is to forget about the stress and the worry and to focus on what makes you happy, what brings you peace, what brings you joy. So once again, one of the goals of this session is to leave a little less stressed, a little less worried, and hopefully through this guided imagery, I'm going to be reading a script. Hopefully you can go to that happy place or that peaceful place or somewhere that brings you joy and peace and comfort and not stress and not worry. And I'm really excited because I love guided imagery and I want to experience it more. I love participating in it, but I also like bringing it to other people. So I really hope you enjoy it, and I really hope that you benefit from it and see the positive impact that it can have on you. So once again, I had mentioned that I'm going to be reading a script to you guys. Although I think I have a good mind, it's not that good. So I'm going to be reading the script. But I encourage you, once again, to be in a seated position, a chair, a couch, your bed, the floor, whatever it may be. Get comfortable, not too comfortable because I don't want you falling asleep. But I know we were sitting up straight for our breathing exercises. If comfortable is kind of leaning back or maybe resting your head, once again, nothing that's going to put you to sleep, but something that's going to get you comfortable as I talk. I'm going to be reading you this script, and I encourage you to close your eyes as I'm reading and to really try to go to that place, to listen to what I'm saying, maybe focus on your breathing to start, and then use your mind to go to that peaceful place. And I will give you all the instructions you need. I just encourage you to have an open mind and to try it. If at any point you feel uncomfortable with your eyes closed or this isn't doing what I said it should be doing, go ahead and open your eyes quietly and just wait for me to finish, and we will talk about it afterwards. We're going to go ahead and get started. I've made myself a little more comfortable. I've leaned back. Allow yourself to get in a comfortable position. Allow your neck to be supported but relaxed. Don't lean back too much or don't get too comfortable if you have difficulty falling asleep. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Remember that if you feel uncomfortable or uneasy at any time, just open your eyes and ground yourself. Perhaps just wait until the rest of the group is finished. You are safe and you are in control today. Think about how you feel. Let your body begin to relax by releasing the areas of tension by breathing. Take slow, deep breaths, and as you exhale, let that tension go. Where is your body feeling tense? Focus your attention on this area as you take another breath in. Feel this area relaxing as you breathe out. Allow your breathing to gradually slow down. Breathe in and breathe out. As you do this, allow yourself to picture in your mind's eye a safe place. What is the first place that comes to mind? What type of place does your mind choose as a safe place? In this place of safety, no one can come without your invitation. In this place of safety, you are always at peace. Maybe you are in a beautiful garden, or in the mountains, or in an open field, or the beach. Picture a place that feels calm and safe. A place you feel safe and protected. Each time you come to your safe place, you may develop it and allow it to become more and more beautiful. Allow yourself to see what is here today. Imagine the details of your surroundings. Notice the foliage and the colors. What season is it? Notice the ground. Is it earthy soil, rock, or sand? Are you barefoot or do you have shoes on? What does it feel like beneath your feet? What smells do you notice? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it refreshing? Are there birds overhead? Listen to their singing. What other sounds do you hear? Let these sounds bring you peace. Notice if there is a breeze or wind. What does it feel like on your face? Is it warm or cool? Allow yourself to take in all these senses, feeling calm, serene, and peaceful. Breathe in and breathe out. Now allow yourself to feel the ground beneath your body. Notice the gentle earth below warming you. Imagine the earth cradling you, allowing you to relax even more and feel safe during this meditation. Feel your body resting on the ground, allowing any tension to be released. Let it be released into the ground, letting it seep away. Can you hear the water lapping in the pond, trickling by, or splashing as it makes waves? Imagine the water washing over you and taking away any tension left in your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Now look above you and notice the color of the sky. Notice the sun. Feel the warm rays of sun on your skin. What else do you see? Are there clouds? Are there any trees around? What kind of leaves do they have? Notice their beautiful colors. Breathe in and breathe out. Now look around. Notice a bench or a rock or tree stump in this place, and go sit on it. Feel the sun warming you and further relaxing you. Breathe in the warmth and vibrancy of the sun, allowing it to fill you with a sense of calm and peace from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Notice as you become a part of your safe place that you feel more rested, more relaxed, more at peace. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow yourself to create a place of safety and peace that is always yours, always safe, and breathe in that safety. Then breathe out the fear. Breathe in the safety. Breathe out the fear. As you breathe in, you can even smell the smells of safety. Perhaps you would like to build a shelter of some kind, a cottage, a cave, a tent, a treehouse. And if it is already there, you may add to it. Plant flowers, adding a splash of color. Add some special places or rooms to your safe place. Create anything you would like. After you have thoroughly visualized this place and you are ready to leave, allow yourself to come back into the room and leave your safe place for now, knowing that you can return to your safe place at any time you would like. You may open your eyes when you are ready, but stay in a relaxed position, taking a moment to reawaken completely. Continue to breathe smoothly and rhythmically. Take a few moments to experience and enjoy your relaxing guided meditation. Your safe place is available for whenever you need to go there. So now that your eyes are open and we've completed the guided imagery script, I hope you're feeling much calmer, much more relaxed. I hope you were able to go to that safe place in your mind and to relieve tension, to breathe in safety and to breathe out fear. I know just me reading the words off the page, I'm just feeling much, much better than when we started this session. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this session again with some breathing exercises to continue the theme of focusing on our breathing, allowing ourselves to slow down for a minute and to think about our breathing and to really experience it and not just do it throughout the day. So since we went through it so many times, to warm up, I hope you have a better idea of what you're doing now. But once again, you're going to put your hand on your chest and the other hand on your stomach. We're going to be breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. I'm going to do this 3 times to start. And as you do it, I don't know if you can see my chest rise once again. You might feel your chest rise, you might feel your stomach come out a little bit as your body fills with air. And then the opposite, when you exhale through your mouth, you're going to feel yourself kind of deflate a little bit as you feel that air going out. 2 more times. Now I want to do that a couple more times to go along with the guided imagery, and I think I mentioned it in the warm-up. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes, I think that helps me at least focus a little better. And if it helps you, great. So I'm going to go through it a few more times with my eyes closed. You're more than welcome to join me in on that. Go ahead and open your eyes if they're closed. We're going to come back together. So I do have some debriefing questions, just what you felt about the session, how you think it went, how you think I did facilitating the session, what you would maybe change if you did it again. You can have access to these debriefing questions. You should be given them in person, and hopefully I receive your feedback, because any feedback I really appreciate. So these questions include: how did you feel during the guided imagery portion of the session? How did you feel after the guided imagery? In what ways can or has guided imagery helped you? Whether you've done it before or if this was your first time, what have you noticed? Or if you are going to do it in the future, what ways can it benefit you? What changes did you notice after the breathing exercises, whether that was in the warm-up or the cool down or both overall? What did you notice from doing those? When would breathing exercises be beneficial to you? So at what point in the day would you see yourself doing breathing exercises? Again, something super simple that you can do at any point throughout the day. I know me, I tend to get more stressed throughout the day after a long day. I feel a little more weighed down towards the end of the day compared to the beginning. So I like to do breathing exercises towards the end of the day, even right before bed, to kind of lower my heart rate and bring myself a little comfort and peace and calm before I go to bed. If you were to do this session again, what would you change about it? The next question is also, would you add anything to the session? So what would you change? What would you add? What would you take away? Any ideas are great. And the last question is, what could the facilitator, which is me in this case, what could they have done differently? Any feedback is appreciated, and any way that I can improve when I do this again would be great. Just to wrap up this session, I just want to say how grateful I am for you for being here and participating in my session. Even if you thought it was boring, thank you. If you loved it and you've benefited, thank you. No matter what, if you've made it through the whole thing, I appreciate it very, very much. And again, I would love to hear your feedback. If you've benefited from this session, please let me know. I love guided imagery, I love breathing exercises, and I truly believe that it can help us reduce stress. And I hope it gave you a better idea of how you can manage stress. These are things you can do on your own or with your friends or your family, whoever you're with. And I hope you take advantage of that. I hope you learned something, and I hope, once again, that you're feeling better now than when we started. So thank you so much.